Together we will devour the very god.
Yep, that's right. We're doing it. Club only means club only. No exceptions. What do you think I am? Some sort of cheater? But before I go banging my club against a wall, I've got some unfinished business to take care of first. We didn't come all this way to stop here, so join me again, guys.
We can devour the god together.
Alright, so we're approaching the finish line in this run. Just a few more bosses to go. I'm counting 4. Yep. As much as I've really enjoyed making this series, I'm actually really excited to get started on another idea. I might stick to Elden Ring, or I might do another game. I mean, this definitely won't be the last, of my Elden Ring videos, but that's the great part about, I guess the only great thing about being a very, 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 very small creator is I can throw things out there and try things, and my audience isn't going to be like, what the hell, you changed the game. Doesn't really matter. This is still the experiment phase. And I don't actually have an audience, so that's where this is at. And I'm dead. And since I'm such a small channel, I can do things that bigger creators wouldn't and probably shouldn't do, and I don't know, read a short story I made up when I was bored, which is what I'm going to do right now because nobody's watching. The Sailor and the Salmon. The year is 1847. On an expedition voyage through the Gulf of Alaska, Captain Yawn, soon tired now, helms the wheel of his trusty ship, the SS Leaky, in search of the promise of gold. Crust in his eyes and lips as rough as the ocean floor, from lack of sleep and proper nourishment, he presses on regardless. The prospect of wealth is worth the hardship in Yawn's mind. Nightfall has come, and darkness has taken over. Captain Yawn can barely see his own hands through the blackness of night, and the ocean liner's lights can only illuminate roughly 8 to 10 feet in front of his ship. Worry would set in, but Yawn is an experienced captain, and his resolve has been tested before. Travelers of all renown would often tell stories of eerie and peculiar things occurring when the sun sets and pitch black surrounds one. These stories would only surface in Yawn's mind because of a bizarre oddity he has been struggling to ignore for a short time now. Every now and again, sometimes seconds, sometimes minutes, impossible to tell this far out at sea in complete darkness, time becomes irrelevant. Nevertheless, periodically, a brilliant orb of blinding white light would emerge from the water. Sometimes only hovering over the water, at other times rising slowly into the air, and after an undetermined height, drop back into the sea so swiftly one's neck could whiplash, trying to follow its motion. I must be overly tired. I am in need of rest, the captain muttered to himself. This phenomenon had to be a trick of the mind, a hallucination brought on by hunger and weariness, he would think, trying to convince himself that this experience is only a figment of his imagination. The captain was suddenly struck stiff in his boots. Completely paralyzed, frozen in place, unable to even flinch an eyebrow, the once white sphere of blinding light ended its routine movement to sea to sky, to now rest in place, floating now 3 feet from Captain Yawn's face. Captain Yawn, now unable to ignore this anomaly, is both astonished and terrified at the sight before him. This is no light, Yawn explained. He cannot believe his eyes. A fish, he yelled. A large, beautiful salmon, suspended above the black waves, staring directly into Yawn's eyes. You may speak, the salmon says to Yawn, but not in English, or any other discernible language. It spoke to Yawn through the mind, mustering up the courage, trying not to scream in a fit of hysteria. The Kaplan simply asks, "What are you?" Taking a moment, the salmon shakes its body, not violently, but almost dancing, and calmly says, "My name is Steve." If you made it through all that, I greatly appreciate you, because that was fun. Before we go through Volcano Manor, I'm going to do one of the quests. I want the scaled armor. Let's take out Istvan. The whole set puts me in mid-load. I can at least wear the chest. You guys ready for Elden Ring's best cutscene? Oh yeah, like a hot pizza right out of the oven. Should probably let that cool down a little bit. I mentioned pizza and look who shows up. Yeah. Smoke them if you got them. Wait, no. No. Wait. No. Yeah, I gotta work on my John Bernthal, or Barenthal, however it's pronounced. I gotta work on that impression. That wasn't very good. Alright, the moment of truth. I'm just going to ignore that spear on the left, and get ready for some tedium. The fight goes a lot like this. First phase is pretty easy. You can actually stagger them pretty easily with R1s. I was actually surprised. And the chip damage from the lava is not that bad. But phase 2 is where it kind of goes off the rails a little bit.
Together we will devour the very god.
Hey, look, he said the thing. He said the line. Phase 2 could be pretty annoying, because not only can I not hit him and I keep getting stunned, he likes to jump away a lot. I know a common strat is to go over to his little leg here, but yeah, I can't seem to get there. I thought that I had staggered him out of his skull AoE attack, but I thought wrong. And this is so hard to avoid when you have to run away from so close to him. And poorly timed. I get another stagger here, but I end up getting trapped in all of the attacks here, and I just cannot get out for the life of me. I'm just getting stuck, stunned by the lava, and then fucking fireballs hitting me, he's pinning me against a wall, and I can't really do anything. And it's kind of even hard to tell what's going on in the moment.
Now we can devour God together.
He sounds worse than me before I quit smoking. Okay, I don't think light load is really helping, so I'm just gonna armor up. Yeah, there's that mid-roll. This episode of Club Only is brought to you by our sponsor, Armor. Wait, you might be saying to yourself, sponsors? How are you sponsored? Anybody can be sponsored by Armor. It's a very useful tool. See? Stagger the boss while standing in the flame and taking fire damage. Watch out for them fireballs though. They'll still get you. But with armor, you can dodge and weave and get right in there and deal significant damage to your enemy. So, scan the QR code, or in the link in the description, type ARMOR at "This is tedious." Again, ARMOR, "This is tedious." And yes, this is very tedious. Come on, stop. Stop following me. Come on, stop. Stop, it's gotta end at some point. Come on. Okay, he's going for a sword attack. Sweet! So we keep swinging and chipping away at his health. Dodging skulls where we need to. And with one final stagger and 2 flasks left, the fight is over. I never want to do that again. As much as that was really needed for the video, I never want to do that again. I'll probably end up doing that again. Yeah, more than likely. Which sucks now that I think about it. Anyway. Alright, so that wraps up this video. In the next one, we have Letta's Gang Squad and PCR. And that finishes up this run. So tune in for that one. We'll let Homegirl over there just keep munching away. And that reminds me, I need to go make dinner. So, if you haven't eaten, go eat. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.